right, let's get started with the week ahead. We have September 12th. Sun is in Virgo and is squaring Jupiter in Gemini. This is a transit that is pitting the sun's need for precision and service against Jupiter's desire for growth and intellectual expansion. With the tension that comes with a square, there's a requirement of active engagement, and it's a resolution that creates friction between the two. The sun's need for practical, methodical work and Jupiter's desire for exploration and expansion, there can be an overwhelming feeling of being pulled in multiple directions. Burnout, there is a potential for spreading oneself too thin and trying to put too much on one plate. Avoid juggling too much at one time and biting off more than you can chew. With Jupiter governing ideals and beliefs and the sun representing one's self of purpose, the square can indicate a challenge to the native's belief system or philosophy. And this is an opportunity to find balance between the focused effort of intellectual curiosity. The key to resolving the tension is learning to balance the need for thoroughness with a willingness to explore and embrace new ideas and new ways of doing things. All right, now we have Venus in Libra trine Jupiter in Gemini on September 14th. Dignified Venus is at home here, and it's in her domicile of Libra. So, bringing forth themes of balance and harmony and relationships. She is at her best, creating equilibrium in partnerships and loves for aesthetics and a graceful approach to social matters. However, Jupiter is in its detriment. Gemini is a mutable air sign characterized by curiosity and communication and adaptability. And Jupiter, typically associated with expansion, wisdom, and abundance, struggles to express itself at its full potential in Gemini, which tends to scatter its energy and focuses more on gathering information rather than achieving deeper wisdom. With harmonious aspects of the trine associated with Jupiter, which is known for ease and cooperation and that positive nature of Jupiter, the connection of Venus and Jupiter is creating a strong flow of energy between relationships and knowledge and opportunity. So Venus and Jupiter are the benefic planets, and here they are working together to create the most favorable conditions, bringing charm, diplomacy, and a desire for fairness in your interactions while opening up opportunities for intellectual growth and conversation and learning. There's a lighthearted, sociable energy, making this a great time for negotiations and expanding your social networks or exploring new ideas with ease and optimism. Despite Jupiter being in its detriment, the trine mitigates this to some extent, and it may not bring grandiose outcomes, but it supports small, joyful exchanges and opportunities that come through connection, communication, and mutual understanding. And overall, this is a very gentle transit that promotes growth through harmonious relationships and an open exchange of ideas. September 16th, Venus is in Libra, opposing Chiron in Aries. This reflects a dynamic tension between themes of harmony in relationships and wounds related to individuality or self assertion. Chiron in Aries symbolizes a wound connected to one's self and independence and ability to assert themselves and personal desires. There's a vulnerability in standing up for oneself and expressing anger or claiming personal space, which can be the source of healing over time. Chiron's placement in Aries is challenging individuals to confront fears around self worth and assertiveness. The opposition reveals a tension between the desire for peace in relationships and the need to confront personal wounds related to self expression and independence. You could feel torn between maintaining relationships, and asserting personal needs. The Venusian desire to keep things pleasant and balanced may clash with deeper insecurities or unhealed wounds regarding self confidence or autonomy. Themes of healing emerge within relationships where wounds around personal identity, self worth, or the fear of rejection may surface. There is a call to balance the desire to please others with the necessity of healing one's inner wounds related to confidence and self expression. The healing potential here lies in recognizing that true balance in relationships comes from not only accommodating others, but also honoring one's individuality and healing through aspects of the self that feel vulnerable. Although this transit may bring up relational triggers, it offers the opportunity for profound healing by confronting these insecurities and creating a stronger self within the context of these relationships. September 17th, we have a partial lunar eclipse happening in the sign of Pisces, and I have made another video explaining the energy behind that, so check that out. And now we have September 18th, Mercury is in Virgo, opposing Saturn in Pisces. And this will be adding to that energy with that eclipse, so there's going to be lots of kick behind it. This is a transit that reflects a tension between clarity and communication and practical thinking versus limitations or uncertainties that come from deep within us and often subconscious emotional or spiritual structures. Okay, so Mercury is dignified in Virgo where it rules. So this emphasizes precision, logic, analytical thinking, and attention to detail. It's grounded. It's intellectual energy that thrives on facts and its efficiency and practical application of things. Now, Saturn is traditionally the planet of discipline and structure and boundaries. It finds itself in the nebulous waters of Pisces, and it struggles here because it has a lack of clear form, and Pisces is dreamy and elusive, and it focuses more on spiritual, imaginative realms. And Saturn here deals with creating strong boundaries and in a space where there are none, creating structure within fluidity. And it's like grappling with spiritual lessons and uncertainties and the dissolution of material limitations. The opposition suggests a period where rational thought and structured communication comes into direct conflict with uncertain or emotionally charged boundaries. The precise, detail oriented mind of Mercury and Virgo may feel restricted or bogged down by Saturn and Pisces. It's vague, it's amorphous challenges, and leads to frustration when trying to solve problems logically in an environment and where things are unclear or spiritually nuanced. So, for example, you might encounter situations where facts and details are elusive, or you feel a sense of heaviness or restriction around your ability to communicate effectively. And you might feel faced with responsibilities or challenges that feel confusing or overwhelming, especially in areas that involve emotional depth or spirituality or even levels of compassion. This can manifest as mental frustration, communication blockages, and balancing logic and intuition, perfectionism versus acceptance. This is a transit that offers a chance to integrate the precision of Mercury with the wisdom of Saturn. The challenge lies in learning to apply logic and critical thinking while also allowing room for the ambiguity and deeper emotional or spiritual lessons that Saturn and Pisces represents. It's about finding balance between practical analysis and surrendering to the flow where not everything can be perfectly defined or understood through logic alone. Till next time.